This video covers chapter 5.1 of the book Spring Boot Quick Start. More specifically, we will be covering showing how to use JsonDeserialize annotation, which allows us to implement our custom deserializer. And we will then use how can we use this custom deserializer to convert this height value into a format which is acceptable to create a float, because floats in Java expect the decimal point instead of comma. So in order to do this, first we need to create a person DTO serializer Java object that needs to extend this class. First parameter, and then our Java class person DTO deserializer needs to override this serialize method of this class. And the first parameter in that method will contain the JSON string which needs to be deserialized. We can then use node to get JSON properties we are interested in, and in this case this is the height that has a wrong format. We can then replace comma with decimal point and then use this new string to create a float. We can then create an instance of our person DTO and return it. In our person DTO, we have to specify that we want to use a custom deserializer by using JSON deserialize annotation, which is the subject of this video. So here, by using this annotation, we can specify our Java class, which is to be used as our custom deserializer, and in this case this is person DTO deserializer class, which we have covered here. Now our controller will look exactly the same as in all the previous example. It will simply have a person DTO as input parameter, so that JSON string that is being received is automatically converted into person DTO by populating DTO properties, but in this case the return person DTO will be the one that we have created inside this person deserializer and then return from this overridden method deserialize. We can now test our application by using Postman and using HTTP post request to call endpoint URL and send this JSON string as a body of that request, and in return we will get this value shown here and also